Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear listeners, from wherever you've tuned into this channel all over the world. Welcome to Verdict TV. Breaking news. Tinubu's haste to do certain things may finally backfire, not only on him, but the country, Nwosu says. Thank you for tuning in to this news. But please do well to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and also the bell for more updates. To the news details, please carefully listen to the end. Chief Ralph Nwosu, the national chairman of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has expressed his views on certain economic policies implemented by President Bola Tinubu. In response to a report by The Sun, Nwosu cautioned against rushing to implement policies, emphasizing the potential negative consequences for both Tinubu and the nation as a whole. While acknowledging Tinubu's good intentions for the country, Nwosu highlighted the importance of implementing policies correctly to avoid adverse effects on the people. He specifically referred to the removal of fuel subsidy and criticized the lack of adequate safety measures accompanying the pronouncements. Nwosu pointed out the immediate hardships faced by ordinary Nigerians due to the policy's implementation. He expressed concerns about the increasing difficulties expressed by the people, which he deemed unreasonable. Although Nwosu acknowledged that some individuals may currently support the policy, he cautioned that the long-term consequences may become evident within a few months. He reiterated his belief that rushing into actions without proper consideration could lead to repercussions not only for the president but also for the entire country. Nwosu, who spoke concerning President Bola Tinubu, that he is hasting things. But is he hasting things? The national chairman of the ADC, in his exclusive interview, who spoke on Tinubu's presidency, the missteps on fuel subsidy removal, student loan acts, Nnamdi Kanu's saga, planned by his party to sponsor a gender bill for inclusion of more women into the National Assembly, and insecurity in the southeast, among others. But President Bola Tinubu has been in office in the last 1 month, and most Nigerians have different opinion in their assessments. So for you, so far, so what? So he said that it is a characteristic of the man, Tinubu. But let me start from the appointment of the security chiefs. I would say good quality men in uniform. The National Security Advisor, I will say, we wait and see. But generally, as far as the appointments are concerned, I will say yes, good quality minds. But I question some of the policies that have been put in place, like the fuel subsidy removal, the first day he was sworn in as the president. I see it as a flawed policy implementation. But I see a lot of people saying it's a wonderful thing to do, but time will tell. I can tell you that the results of the last 1 month on the people will prove it's not wonderful. Come to think about it, can any government wake up overnight and increase whatever it is by 300%? Any government that can wake up overnight and increase the price of whatever it is by 300%, I think is wrong. It's insanity. You can see the result of that pronouncement and how the price of fuel went up the roof, going to 600 in some places. That is 300% increase. Fuel was less than 200 naira in official pump price. But you can see the cost price. And that was done without putting necessary things, safety measures in order. It has never been done in any part of the world, and for a government that is in charge of a place that until today has been described as the poverty capital of the world. Not to mind that the price of one of the most essential commodities will go up by 300% is beyond reason. So, where do you want the country to go? From the poverty capital to the graveyard of the world? It does not make sense. As leaders, we must at all times be careful of even little details, because the action affects somebody. Some people somewhere. Look at how the policy is turning out to be already. Look at the hardship the ordinary Nigerians are facing now. Real hardship, and it is beyond reason. Nobody can actually explain that. Every day we hear that the palliatives will come, but the effect of what the people are going through within 1 week is capable of killing 1% of the population. We know that in China, the government has a policy for a family, 1 child, but that is open, that is actually explanatory. Maybe they will equally give room to abortions and so on. The government policy may give rise to increase in abortion rates in the country. So indirectly, the government policy, maybe, it's meant to reduce the population of the country within this last month. If that is what they want to do, it should be communicated. Also, you expect that for a government to come in under the circumstance, at the point where Nigeria is at the moment, there is bound to be a lot of resourcefulness before dashing into implementation. Nigerians have been suffering. And when you are described as the poverty capital of the world, it actually should mean that ordinarily the government that must come in will immediately want to wash that away. It means that you must actually try your possible best to that the policies that will positively affect the people, policies that will give the people empowerment. A good policy can be wrongly implemented and then you cause havoc in the system. You need to put policy or implement policy that will empower the people, a policy that will get the people to work. Now let us also look at the question is the education loan. I mean the student loan. The student loan in a way is actually good, but it has to be well packaged. One cannot be going to impress and then making things that will backfire. It doesn't make sense. We have a lot of quality technocrats in this country that can think things before implementation. How do you tell an 18 to 20 years old who truly needs a loan, who feels that, oh, my government is now coming out for me, and then you ask the person to go and look for permanent secretaries to sign paper as surety before his country, before his father could do something for him or her? That is actually wrong. So if we are going to push in a lot of money, we need to start now to lock up the gaps where all of this corruption are coming in or taking place. We have come to the end of the news. Dear listeners, what's your view to what Røçk has said? Please share your view in the comment section. Thank you.